late start, but we're here. So, kind of a smaller week, even though we still got, seems like a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know a lot of people like at our shop, like, that normally get, you know, not as much as us, but you usually get maybe just or maybe get a decent amount of books. I don't know what to call it, you know. A normal amount of books, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, they only got like 2 or 3 or 4 books, you know. Even like Wit, you know, really didn't have that many books this week. Oop. Which, it is the week of Free Comic Book Day.
And everybody's not spending money.
Well, not only that, no, I was mainly saying that they usually don't put as many books out on that week so that they can not have as much going on, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and get into it, starting off with Thunderbolts Doomstrike issue 3. Thunderbolts versus Thunderbolts, in a way. This was the Bagley variant. Pretty solid issue. Been enjoying this run. The next issue sets up something pretty crazy cool. So very excited for next issue as well. Then we got Hellhunters 5. This was the final issue on this. I believe this was the A cover.
I didn't notice last issue that Bucky's left arm was on fire.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the last issue of this run. Now, obviously, we actually got this Ghost Rider in the Thunderbolts run. So.
And he showed up in Hulk.
That was before this, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was his first appearance.
So I mean, they're using him quite a bit.
I mean, World War II Ghost Rider, he's cool.
I mean, he is dope. But yeah, I don't know. So I'll be curious to see if he gets like a solo run or something soon.
Second Hispanic Ghost Rider we know of as well.
Also, this guy, I can't remember his name.
Zerardos, something like
Yeah.
that. It's hard to pronounce. He's shown up in, it was Avengers. He showed up as, like an alternate timeline, Doctor Strange.
I'd be curious to see if we get more of him. He'd be pretty cool. We also got the variant cover.
Yeah, the Wolverine one.
That's pretty rad.
Oh, yeah. Red Sonja.
Then we got a Red Hulk, issue 3.
It's not taped.
I need to catch up. I don't think I read the second issue. No, I read the first issue.
No, it is.
I didn't read a ton of stuff this week. I got Doom's Division. I need to start this series. I need to go digging through my books and find the number 1. I also picked up the Momoko variant. Doom Academy. I think I gotta look at 2 again. You know, when you gotta look at a comic book again, and be like, did I read that one? Maybe. There's another. I want to say I did, but I'm also not entirely positive. Then we got Rogue Savage Land issue 4, the Talavera variant. Quite possibly, I think, the best cover to come out this week.
Oh, 1 of 3. Okay, so I gotta get other of the same figure? That would suck if I had to get the same figure to get different inserts. But this is the insert that I got.
This is a cool one.
Yeah.
Prison, well, I don't know what the other ones are. I'm gonna say like this is the Frozen one, but maybe they're all Frozen, or maybe not. I don't know.
They're not all Frozen. It shows them right there.
Okay.
I just don't. It's kind of hard to see them.
Yeah, I can't really make the other ones out right there. Kind of where my thumb's pointing. I'd like to say you got the best one. All right.
Of course, you be saying that.
You got Fantastic 2, issue
This,
31.
but I think that is the only Fantastic one.
Is the next one Fantastic 1?
All the stuff's in there kind of like really loosely.
It doesn't show the next issue. The comics usually do.
Yeah.
Alright, and then picked up Ultimate Spider-Man 16. This is the Walsh variant. I thought this one was just super, super cool. I like this one a lot. It looks like a screen print. Very cool. Maybe my second favorite cover of the week. Then we have Amazing Spider-Man vs. Godzilla. This is the Garbett variant. The poster variant that he's been doing on all of them. This is the Nick Bradshaw Venomized variant. And yes, there is a... we didn't read this one, but part of my job, I got to look at Key Collector every week and see what keys are coming out and stuff. But there is a Venomized Godzilla. They call him Godzilla. No, wait, no, they call him... That's what I meant to say. What do they call him? I remember seeing it on Key Collector, but I can't remember now.
Frankie Muniz.
I don't know if it was Venomzilla or...
I believe it's Venomzilla.
Maybe. I don't remember now. Then we have the other Nick Bradshaw variant. You get 2. And then we have Gleason on the foil, which is super cool.
Where does that
The
go?
Baldari variant.
Oh, that does go there.
And then the King of Monsters homage. A little denim down there. Then we have NYX number 10. TVA 5. Wolverine and Kitty Pryde number 1. This is the Capcom variant, as well as the Todd Knock Iconic variant. And then we have Kid Juggernaut, which I meant to read that one too. This is the Diker 1 variant. And that's all the Marvel stuff. Then we have Star Wars, High Republic Adventures, The Battle of Eriadu. It's a one-shot. High Republic Adventures issue 17. Oop. I believe that's a variant as well. Yeah, it's the B cover. Don't remember who did that. Fear of the Jedi issue 3. It's the main cover, I think. Yep. Rise of Skywalker 3. I want to say this is the Slimy variant, if I recall. Slimy?
Oh.
Hey, what's up, Xbox? We got Hyperspace Stories 1. It's, again, a variant, but I don't remember the artist's name. Always like some, some ship combat for covers.
Yeah.
Then we got a single DC book this week. We have Question number 6. And this is the Jorge... What did I say?
Corona?
Oh, no, okay, that's a G. Okay, Jorge Fornes. I don't like ever since they... A little while back, they shrunk the text on the DC artist name things. Yeah, that's our only DC one. And then we got some indie books. Again, I don't think I read any of this stuff yet, but we got Graveyard Club Fresh Blood. So this is part 2 of Graveyard Club. And these are a weird format. So this is an R.L. Stine book. They put out, just Graveyard Club a while back. Like, it came out a long time ago. This is the Mercado variant, by the way. I think the A cover might have also been Mercado, if I recall. but then there was a Mercado variant, and I like this one. But anyway, so yeah, they're just doing like these big. I mean, they're basically trades. They're kind of just skipping releasing single issues, I guess, and you're like, screw it. Maybe the trades sell better for them. Well, R.L. Stine probably does better in bookstores, if I were to guess. Maybe not as good in comic shops. So it would make more sense for them to put out basically trades. Maybe that's a guess, or that's just a format they wanted to do. Who knows? Then we have, I think, the second part of the Godzilla versus America, Godzilla versus Los Angeles. For Comic Book Day, I saw an article, Fanographic pulled out of the event this year, but I saw a book, Lost Marvel, it print stories from Neil Adam. Is that still coming out? Marvel 70 horror stuff? I don't remember seeing that. We were just organizing the stuff the other day. I'm trying to remember.
Hey Marco, this is a glove cuff. What do you like better? The little hole in it for no reason or no hole? Here's what the hole looks like.
With the hole.
With the hole?
You remember what Marvel Free Comic Book Day books there were?
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember now. I don't remember seeing anything that like looked super interesting to me. I also didn't. I mean, I was just like basically alphabetizing them and organizing them, so I wasn't actually like. And it was a crazy busy day too, so like I had to get that done so I could get something else done. So I wasn't looking at them that hard. I don't recall seeing that though. But I guess keep an eye out just to be safe. We only got a couple more books to show. We have Rockefellers 5 with a little John Wick homage. There's the main cover, I believe. Yeah.
I joked with Marco earlier, someone killed this human.
And the final book we have is a magazine. We got The Return of Heavy Metal. This is the Lotte variant. There were some cool covers on this one, but with them being $15 to $20 a piece, I just got the Lotte variant. It is very thick, very, very thick, and has lots of stories in it. Again, I didn't get to read it yet, but I will check it out, and hopefully they're cool. Let's go ahead and get on to the FOC. Oh yeah, by the way, Chris. Show y'all a little teaser. This is not part of the FOC. This is something a ways out until August. But I was just flipping through. If you go through here, you can go to the catalog and go to new series and see a bunch of stuff that are kind of farther out. And a lot of times they don't have any pictures. This one didn't have a picture the other day, but I saved the tab. And then they updated it yesterday, I think. Anyway, FOC. Da-dum-bum-bum. Dark Honor. Looked interesting. Cover, it said series of rarely or never collected Marvel stories. If it's not there, there a new EC title, or there was a new EC title called Blood Type. There's another new EC title I remember seeing. It's not for Free Comic Book Day. I just, again, when I was looking at the new titles coming up, I remember seeing something else, but I can't remember what it was called. Oh, and I grabbed I didn't read it yet, but Post Malone's got a book called Big Rig, And I thought the art looked pretty cool. It was black and white art, but it was pretty solid looking, I thought. This one might be popular. It's a Feral, but it's a Jason homage.
Yeah.
Mummy Blog. The Mummy. Don't really care for the A cover. And you got Sweeney Boo on the B cover.
I like it.
I don't think I would peg this as Sweeney Boo, just looking at it.
Yeah, there's certainly ways to tell, but...
What's she holding? Behold, the
Uh,
ancient turd.
Ah, that was a carrot. Margot, she does one of my favorite things that figures can do. Has all of her accessories on her person.
Chris got the.
Oh, I forgot to put the knife on her leg holster.
Who's this?
Who's that?
Yes.
It's Red Sonja.
Okay. This is the only Red Sonja figure that's ever existed.
Oh, you mean the company. Epic Hacks.
Epic Hacks. There you go. And she's got swappable pieces and stuff, so that's what he's been playing with her. I know that can be changed out. She's got 3 different heads, right? Yeah, 3 different heads. I didn't know, apparently different little glove thingies. Is this different?
Different shoulder.
Yeah, that's the first thing I said.
This is the other skirt. Or I
Okay.
guess loincloth.
Is that so? This whole piece
that
comes
whole
off.
piece.
Okay.
Careful, it lifts up and it like stays up.
Oh.
So you gotta kind of push it down.
But yeah, it's a pretty nice figure.
If you want to change her knife leg to just like a regular little thing on her leg,
Why would you do that? You can have knife or no knife.
Multiple different hands.
Why would you not have a knife?
If you didn't see it earlier, it comes with this little frizzen art. I wish I had like a little thing to stand up the frizzen art.
Let's see. Mummy. Oh, sorry, what the hell am I doing? It says issue 2, right? 3, issue 3 already. 3, boo. It's the 1 in 50. It's kind of cool looking, but definitely not getting 50. Alrighty. Snake Man. Alright, and we got DC, starting with Absolute Martian Manhunter. There's the A cover. Oh shit, god damn it. Thank you. I'm trying to see what I didn't really show off much anything. So I mean, I got the Sweeney Boo cover. Kind of looked at the Void Rivals a little bit, and then now we're on to Absolute. Thank you for letting me know. So here's the A cover. Then we have the Bertram, which again, an artist I typically don't like, but
And this very surreal.
yeah, when they do weird, it works.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty solid cover. Oh, but we have a Dan Panosian, someone I pretty much always like. Yeah, that one's pretty rad. Might have to get that one. Yeah. Alright, so 3 Panosian. Alright, then Absolute Wonder Woman. Here's the A cover. which is fine. Got Stephanie Hans on the B cover.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Sanford Green on the C cover.
I like that a lot, dude.
And that's it.
Take a wild guess.
None of them.
That's a wild guess, I suppose.
There's a bunch of Batman Hush stuff coming out. You know, each one of these looks like it's going to have 50 billion covers. So pick whichever one you like. Or pick them all if you want to go crazy.
We're looking at you, Terrence.
We got DC Pride. Chris Anka on the A cover. Oh, there's going to be a Souza Micah. Oh, wait. I know what this looks like. Souza Micah. Pride. Let's just see what pops up. Yeah. Well. No. Not that. Hold on. There we go. Maybe this. Yeah, this is the Pride cover.
Oh, that's pretty good. Next, I want to open up this little guy. He doesn't tell me what kind of droid he is. It's just the Star Wars Episode 1 accessory kit. That's okay.
I don't think I have like an old DC Pride. Helps if I spell it right. New folder, New folder, not folder, file. There we go. DC Pride. What is wrong with me?
Who knows?
Alright, so I need a Souza Micah. So the Red Sonja figure on Instagram, it looks so good. Were those a special order item? I don't believe so.
No. He just gets excited.
Alright, we gotta remember to switch back, but this is a little droid guy, and he's one of those, you can see it, you pull him back, and he goes. He runs into Red Sonja. They die, Red Sonja. Alright, and we switch back. Okay, so Souza Micah for sure. This is Julia Wreck. Not a name I remember ever seeing before. That's Space Ghost.
We were just talking about Space Ghost. I like this, like, magazine-like cover. This is a lot of fun.
Oh, and you just got 3 covers there. Alright. Got some Flash. He's Superman.
I got this little poncho. I'm gonna open up a droid to put him on. Put this on.
Put it on Red Sonja. That would actually kind of maybe fit.
I think the arm sleeves might be too small. Well, I'd have to take up the big shoulder pads probably.
Well, yeah.
Or I could maybe put it over it. Give me it. I'll experiment. Oh, I didn't notice it clipped.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I was like, arm sleeves. What the hell are you talking about?
Hand me. It still doesn't quite clip. But that's fine.
It doesn't necessarily have to.
Yeah.
We're doing some experimenting. Why did this droid come with a poncho?
It was part of an accessory kit. It also came with a backpack.
Oh.
And this thing, a rectangle.
Put the backpack on the droid.
I think it goes too broad.
Yeah, so
If it was connected to the arms, if I was able to connect it to the arms and lower it,
yeah, so
you know?
on this it has these little clips. It's meant for a 3.75 figure, so it's not quite big enough to. Well, more so the arm's too big to go around it, but I do think it kind of works with the aesthetic, but
Yeah.
It just sticks up too much. No.
I'll take it off. I'm going to put it on a droid when I get one open here. Oh.
Hold on to your backpack, dang it. I put it on so effortlessly the first time. I don't know what I did. Anyway, back to FOC. Dun 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 dun. Got a Mark Spears Green Lantern. Pretty solid cover.
Oh, that is a really good Green Lantern. That's tempting, a Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah? I mean, I don't care about Green Lanterns. So
but I care about Mark Spears.
For me, you know, it's not a big deal, but...
Yeah. I don't think I will, but it is a really nice Green Lantern cover.
Yeah, oh, no, it's a solid cover. Here's a pretty fun-looking Harley Quinn cover.
Oh, which one? Oh, that is fun. I think that's... Is it the cover artist?
Yeah.
Huh.
You got a David Nakayama, which is, you know, fine. It's
Oh,
David
I have
Nakayama.
2 units in here, Marco. I need to find a droid with arms.
And we got a Nubovich variant. Which, again, solid cover. Nothing crazy. They're doing all these Superman, Super Smash Up, they're calling them.
That one's fun.
This is one of the better Gillum Marches. I think her
Yeah.
nose is a little tiny, but...
This is the only droid with arms that I have. A B-1 Battle Droid Commander. He's gonna get a poncho.
We got Justice League Unlimited.
Is that a gorilla?
Yeah. We have a Thiago da Silva cover, which is pretty solid looking. Who's this lady?
I remember her name. It has something to do with Star.
Yeah, I've seen her before, but I don't know. You care about this one, the Ijikure?
It's nice, but I don't think I'll care
The
that much.
Paquette?
I do like that one.
That's a fake smile.
Batman's not faking it.
No. You do want it?
Yeah.
Superman Unlimited 7 Paquette. Alright.
This poncho looks really big on him.
Well, they are also, yeah, they're all Superman people. If everyone's super, no one is. Who's this lady? Is this the same lady or is this a different lady?
That is the same lady, I believe.
Hmm.
It might say in the little descriptor what her name is.
Heritage.
I don't...
We got a Mad Magazine. Even Mad Magazine Superman. Look at that.
That's a fun cover.
Oh yeah, Mr. Terrific is getting a new book.
The poncho's a bit big on him.
Yeah.
He looks like a little kid.
This is his dad's poncho.
Yeah. Margot.
A pretty cool cover.
Yeah, that's a really good reflection.
Look at this little guy.
Ooh,
It's Peacemaker and Eagly.
I see that now.
This one's
That
pretty
Mitch
nice.
Gerard's one looks really cool. Not this one, but this one does look really cool too.
He pooped on his shoulder.
Oh, that is a hand.
Huh. It's still on his shoulder.
It's a little bit off the shoulder.
The what? What were we talking about?
The terrific year one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a solid one, too. It's kind of one I could just tell like look good without
Yeah.
having to open
I like
it.
Mitch Gerard's.
I'm not familiar with him too much.
Not Mitch Gerard. Mitch Gerard's.
There's another one, but we don't have the cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, were you getting that?
I was getting that book. I wasn't reading it anymore. I was just getting if I saw a cover that I really wanted.
So
What's the artist on the one we don't know?
it doesn't say.
Oh.
Cover C.
Dan Amora.
Yeah, Dan Moore's always doing stuff.
Yeah, it's good. Dan Moore does good.
Oh yeah.
Garrett Chu. That one's fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid cover.
Marco like growled at me. Did you hear that?
Stop making it angry. Alright, and that is it for DC on the Marvel. That's kind of a cool cover.
Yeah.
So it's not final, so I assume it's going to be colored.
But I even like it like this, though.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know, real dramatic.
Even though I think it's supposed to be a little goofy.
There's a Mark Bagley spoiler. You don't get to see. Oh, there's a Momoko Rivals. So these are pretty fun. We've been
I
getting
gave him a
those.
backpack.
So Amazing 5.
He's ready for school.
Yeah, they're doing these Bring on the Bad Guys covers. He just tried to chop him.
He did. Just straight up karate chop. Spiderman. I'm sorry, Crossbones. You're not winning that hand-to-hand fight.
Another Bring on the Bad Guys. I do like this cover quite a bit.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, pretty solid one. We got
Ooh, I know what I should open
Doctor
next.
Strange.
I need to get caught up with that.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun.
I'm going to open Savaggio Press next, Marco.
Oh, yeah. We got the Bring on the Bad Guys, which is pretty solid. I like this one.
Yeah, that's just his normal villain.
Yeah.
I like it better when it's not the normal villain.
Oh,
It was about to obliterate.
that's kind of cool. Yeah.
I
Who's
like
this?
I like that hand. Like whenever Thor does
Fabrizio
that.
do Tommaso.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. This right here. Even for us getting the miniseries. Yeah. I think that'll be later on this FOC. We'll see it.
Like just being
This
a
cover's
drama queen
dope.
for no reason.
I mean, so is Strange though.
No, his reason for being a
Oh
drama
yeah, it's right
queen
here.
is to stay alive.
Yeah, it's right here. So yeah, I'm gonna get the Tommaso. What number was that? 4. All right, so yeah, here we go. Emma Frost, the White Queen. David Nakayama doing the A covers. Killer cover A. I think I actually might like cover number 2 cover A better. But I mean, this is a very, very solid cover. And then I think it's the only one I don't like is the Bring on the Bad Guys one. Like, I don't know. It's just boring. I don't like all this like big empty negative space that it's not an interesting shape. It doesn't have interesting movement or focal points or anything, and I don't know. Don't really like that one. But then we got the Joel Jones, which is a very nice cover. See, these are more interesting negative space shapes and are doing more interesting things in the background, even though it just shines. It's still better. This one is the Ricky Agawa foil. So hopefully, I'm hoping like all of her cape and clothes and little psychic-y being thingies will be foil. And then like her skin, hair, and then this part of the background and title. Hopefully that'll be not foil, and everything else will be foil. If I said that right, if that makes sense. But I mean, regardless, very cool cover. I like it.
Savage is a really cool figure, Marco.
And quite possibly my favorite cover. We got the Sway.
Sway just knocks out of the park every goddamn time.
I mean, that is just a banger cover. Having her on the old car.
A unique new outfit.
It's
so very Emma still.
Very Emma, but new and different. New in an old school way, you know. Yeah. The white tires.
I love it whenever Sway draws his own outfit. He's really good at that.
Yeah, this is a very, very nice cover. So, I think I have this started up already. Yep. So, let's see. We want the 1A, Jones, Yagawa, and Sway. 1 Jones, 1 Yagawa, 1 Sway. Oops. Alright, what you got to show me?
How dope Savage is.
Here's Savage
like,
Press.
Mess around with him for a minute. He's a really nice figure. Good, too.
Yeah, and so, like, and even however you want to move it, it sticks with the arm. Yeah. Pretty solid.
What's with that sassy hand on his hip?
Well, I just wanted to show that, like, you know, he can even, like, have his shoulders kind of back, and, like, the shoulders look good. That's more so what I'm focusing on. Which is something that is easy to, with stuff like this, a lot of times it's like if you try to move it at all, it's like, it suddenly doesn't look right, you know. Oh, he's got the little clip on his belt. If y'all can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Very fun. Black Series, when you try, I'm very happy.
Oh, and he stands great.
Now him and Red Sonja have to fight. To the death.
It's one of those things, like, yeah, he's got the force, and he's a big brute. Red Sonja's killed a lot of dumb shit before, you know?
He is from the Clone Wars. He is another one of Maul's species.
Not just that, he is Maul's brother.
Is he his actual brother?
I think so.
I always took it as a...
like, spiritual brother?
Spiritual brother, because they kind of were used both in the same way, and they are the same species. So it's like brother of... not just species, but like you were also
brother of circumstance.
Yeah, used and tossed aside just like me, and we're fighting together now until someone intervenes, and we'll leave it at that. All right.
Did they make Clone Wars Sidious?
I'm pretty sure. We got a little one shot here. Ghost Rider versus Galactus. Dotson doing the A cover, so it's very solid. However, not a fan of the B cover.
No.
It's just, I don't know, it's just cringy. But, oh. Alrighty. Oh yeah, then we got Godzilla vs. Avengers. So we got Lionel Yu on the A cover. Very solid. Like that one quite a bit. Oh, and then we go to Allred.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's gross and I hate it.
I really hate that Iron Man.
I think my least favorite's the Cap.
He looks like he's drying out.
He does. Worse than the Fing Fang Foom almost.
Oh my god. The Fing Fang Foom looks like an old, like, fish.
I'm just here for water. Have you seen a big cup of
Hey,
water?
what did you say? And then, I don't know, Godzilla's smoking. Look at him.
Yeah. We did not like Allred here. Alright, then we got a Dave Barden.
We don't like Allred. All my homies hate Allred.
This one's fine.
Yeah. It's not
Cap's gonna
Allred.
die. I don't think that shield's gonna do much to Godzilla. Then we have the Garbett. Love the Garbett covers. This is a fun Godzilla.
Yeah. I believe that's Millennium. Or, like... Let's see if I just put him in a very fun pose.
Then we have Mitsuhiro. Mitsuhiro. Again, Cap. Where even is your... Oh, there's your shield. Who are you even aiming at?
Rolling into Godzilla's face.
It's just gonna hit him and then just fall down. As cool as this cover is, I kind of wish everything else was gone and it was just Godzilla. Because he's really sick looking. I kind of like how like all the heroes are just like... Well, except for Cap. Cap's on the offense for whatever reason. And everyone else is just like, oh, crap.
Cap, what do we do? Oh, I see he's throwing his shield.
Then we have the Nick Bradshaw. With these weird...
I love
missiles that shoot explosions.
I love that.
It's
like,
fun. I just don't
yeah.
know what to think of it. And I don't know who thought of it. And then we have
What do you think of this, Marco?
They put Takeshi. It's Takashi Okazaki. What pose? Oh, that.
Yeah.
I was looking at Savage again.
It took me a long time to get him to stand like
Oh.
that.
Oh, I got to show it off to the camera.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know. Like, he's...
That easy.
No, I mean, that's not what I meant. It took me a while to get him to...
Yeah, that's Superior Spider-Man. Cap hits Godzilla in the eye with the shield, and Godzilla goes home, and the Avengers get ice cream. Maybe.
That was his whole plan. He was really hoping that would work.
Anyway, we got Takashi Okazaki. This is going to be a foil. Again, hopefully on this one, the blast, his jets, his beam that is doing absolutely nothing,
No.
and his eye. Maybe his teeth could be foil. Possibly. But this should be a really sick cover. Probably my favorite cover. Yeah, I'd say so. All right, what do we want out of this, Chris? Yay. What do you think? It's a solid cover.
A is pretty solid, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I have a tab for this already or not. I do. A. Not the Allred. Barden?
I'll think about it.
I know we want the Garbett.
Yeah.
Mitsuhiro?
Yeah, I like that one. I accidentally put this next Spider-Man in this funny pose.
Bradshaw?
Yeah, I like those weird missile things. And very much the foil as well.
The Okazaki? Yeah.
Look at this next pose I put this Spider-Man in. Completely by accident.
Okay, that's everybody.
Wait, no.
That's the Godzilla approaching. Alright, and Helverine.
Yeah.
Here's the... Oh, speaking of Ben Percy, he's writing Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, which is very, very exciting news. He's been doing all the Predator
I wonder if
verses.
it's gonna be one Predator or multiple.
I could see it going either way. Obviously, if it's multiple, then it's kind of, easy to do. I kind of like the idea of it possibly being one.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, taking stuff. You know what I mean? Like he can take
Upgrading his
some
stuff.
Iron Man stuff. He can take
Spider-Man's web shooters.
maybe, yeah. He use that to like trap somebody.
Replace his claws with Wolverine's.
Yeah. I think that could be very fun. But anyway, so yeah, here's Helverine.
So is that Hell War Machine and Hell Killmonger with Helverine and Hell Hulk?
Kind of looks like it. Pretty cool cover.
Yeah.
But the Galman cover is super sweet. I like that one a lot. And there's a Luke Ross cover. They're doing some wrestling moves here. So, do you come out? I'm gonna get the Galman for sure. You want anything else?
Nah. I want to open this R5 M4 to add to your R5s.
Oh yeah. All right. Then we got Immortal Thor. Alex Ross on the A cover.
Gorgeous as always.
Capuccio on the Bring on the Bad Guys cover.
Capuccio, gorgeous as always.
Tommaso again. Tommaso has 2 Thors this week. I like the other one better.
Yeah, this one looks like Zombie Thor.
And then we have a Death of Immortal Thor variant.
Dying by the Serpent Society. Shit, what's that guy's name right there? Atomic Man? No. Radiation Man. Right?
Radioactive Man.
Radioactive Man.
We have a Hetrick.
Oh, they are doing that with other trade dresses.
No, this is different.
I mean, like, it's the similar sense. It's the similar but not.
I mean, it's the opposite.
Behold.
It's okay. Oh, we got 2 of them?
Yeah, one for me, one for you.
Look at my 2 new droids for my collection. One for my shelf and one to consume.
No.
Alright. Oh, and then we got
Another Momoko.
Momoko one, yep.
They just showed that one in the game not too long ago. It's pretty nice.
Alright, so what are we getting on this?
Let's see. A, B.
What number is this?
Pride and Momoko?
24. 24A, 24 Capuccio, I think that's what they're right. Maybe. Yes. Okay. Well, it's the Hedrick. 24. Rivals. Okay. Okay, then we have Imperial. So this is a new story.
Didn't they already have a thing called Imperial once?
I'm not sure. So this is an event, a cosmic event, it says. Featuring Hulks, Black Panthers, Novas, Guardians, Cosmic Kings, and Queens. And it doesn't really say much else other than that. So it's Hickman.
I wonder if this has anything to do with what's to come.
I don't think so, but it's hard to say because I feel like both of them are
that Granov.
This Granov is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is a great. I love Granov. He does some awesome stuff. This is part of a connecting cover.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's fun.
It's one of those things. It's hard to tell without seeing the other pieces.
Mercado.
I don't want to start getting a connecting
Deathbird cover.
and then It sucked.
I think one of my favorite Momokos in a long time.
Yeah, it was really nice. Look at that big old sword.
Yeah, it's super sweet. You got a Scotty Young.
He's having a good time. He brought his jacket to space.
And then the Todd Knock Iconic. I do not like the new Star-Lord costume. It's really just the mask. I don't like the mask. And then that's it. So let's pull up Imperial. I definitely want the Granov. And the Momoko. Did you want anything else?
No.
Alright, and then it's finally here.
It's Jeff.
Nope.
Jeff
the Land Shark.
His own.
His first actual, run. Even though it's a mini run. His first run.
That's gonna be a weird one for like comic history, you know, because I feel it's not like there's no precedent for that, is there? Where like someone's first run technically wasn't a run.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I know like Wolverine has the 4-part mini before his ongoing.
Because his first, stuff was in the app Marvel Unlimited, and just released his full books.
Yeah.
So it's not even like a run. It'd be, I guess, just first one shots.
I'm very happy that Kelly Thompson does get to stay writing it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, what's really important is that Jeff is a lot more known and loved now, but Jeff from the game is very different than Jeff from the comics, and I didn't want any erasure of comic Jeff, and also, this is very important for, I'm sure, a huge deal for Kelly Thompson. She created the character, and has been a character that she's loved. And, there's been quite a few devout Jeff fans for a long time now.
You included.
Yeah. But,
you are the devout Jeff fan.
I just can't imagine how cool it would be to have this character that you love, that you put into comics, that you've been trying to, like, keep alive, but it just hasn't really caught on, and then finally, kind of out of nowhere, he just explodes for reasons that weren't anything to do with you. You know what I mean? So it's just about getting them in front of the right audience, and so yeah, now everybody loves Jeff, but Kelly Thompson has written pretty much everything to do with Jeff. I think what was that one book where he's on the cover, his first cover appearance? Can't remember what book that is now.
Was it not a Young Avengers?
Was it a Young Avenger book? Superior Spider-Man. I knew it was a weird one.
Yeah, where he looks like that.
Yeah, he looks terrible. Let's see. Creators. That was Mike Hawthorne. Okay, so real quick. So yeah, that's his first cover appearance. He looks terrible. But that unfortunately is his first cover appearance. To me, to my knowledge rather, that is the only time Kelly Thompson has not written for Jeff in any comic. So it'd be one thing if like she, wrote the first story he was in, but then many other people have written for him since then. She has literally written 99% of all Jeff in comics. And so I think it's important to reward her in a way, but then also let her bask in the glory that her character is popular now. Can't remember the title name, but I have high hopes for Doom Adventures led by a non-abominated Emil Blonsky. Superior Avengers. Yeah, the first issue was really cool. I like that. I like a really interesting kind of twist that they, or premise, I guess. We'll say premise. Anyway, Jeff the Landshark issue 1, and also very important, Gurahiru on the A cover. As far as the artist history with Jeff goes, that's much more inconsistent. I don't think Gurahiru was the first person to kind of, because again, like I just showed you the ugly Jeff a minute ago.
Ugly, horrible Jeff.
Jeff kind of started ugly. He was first drawn by an artist I like, but he didn't look good. Chris Bachalo.
To be fair, his origin would make, like, it makes sense that he was drawn ugly. He was made by, what's his name? The High Evolutionary. It's part of his, like, abominations.
Wait a minute. No, I'm not thinking. Chris Bachalo didn't first draw him. Chris Bachalo drew him in Deadpool, the King Deadpool run. Because he was first drawn in West Coast Avengers. I don't know who drew that one. That one was ugly. Then Chris Bachalo took over. And he had a very interesting style in general for the book that I feel like it worked for the book, but it made Jeff pretty ugly. And then Chris Bachalo left the title like midway or something, and then like 3 different artists took over the last little bit of the title, and I think it was Sandoval that first drew Jeff looking cute and more kind of ball shaped that we know him as now. But like I said, I think he only drew for like 1 issue, and then
a mouth with legs.
He kind of went back and forth or whatever. But then Gurahiru has been the defining style of Jeff. So despite Toki Takaro doing the interiors on this one, which we'll see a cover from them here in a minute, I do like that Gurahiru does get to do the A cover. Just talking about Jeff here. So they have an Art Germ one, which this one is definitely Rivals inspired, or not even. I mean, I don't know, inspired. It's just a Rivals version. Health bubble and all. Very good cover though. I really like this one. When I knew Art Germ was doing a cover, I was trying to imagine. I was like, what is it going to look? Because those
musical notes on his collar, or are those just like little Z's?
I think they're just little design lines. Anyway, very nice cover. There's the blank,
which we're ordering like.
I think I might actually legit get at least like 20 or 25 of them, because here's the one in 25. This is
I myself
Nawa Fuji.
Might want some as well.
Very delightful cover. Nothing.
How much is the book? $4.99.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll get like 5 of them. I'll get 5 myself.
Nothing super special, but it's a nice cover. And since I'm not getting the blanks just to get the 1 in 25, I have a plan. I don't know if I mentioned it or not on stream before, but let me. I think if I just search, this should pull up some of the old variants. Yeah, so in the comics, he's dressing up as different characters and stuff.
Or just going on adventures, and I think that's the only cover that shows him.
I knew there was at least one, but he dresses up a lot.
He's got a little cardboard shield, little cardboard Falcon outfit, costumes.
Yeah, the
pumpkin is so delightful.
Yes.
Oh my god! Look at the decent little man underneath as well. Look what a nice gentleman.
That's all he does is dress up. Well, I love the business,
Jeff.
Jeff.
I love the business, Jeff, too. What did he shove in? Oh, the cheese. The cheese wheel.
Tell them to do a Jeff in a costume, within the
little guy.
in the concept of there's a clown Jeff, sheep Jeff, shark Jeff, which is also a great one.
That might be Dolphin Jeff. Oh no,
No,
that's Shark
that's
Jeff.
a shark.
I couldn't see past your head.
No, this is Dolphin Jeff.
Yeah. Then there's Pink Dolphin Jeff from the game.
Yeah, but anyway, so that's the concept. This Godzilla is actually exactly what I want. I want to tell artists to draw Jeff in a costume, but it can be whatever you want. I don't want duplicates, so, if this is like the 5th person I've had, I'll tell them, I already have a this and that and whatever, but just draw, and it can be, like, for example, we're never going to get an official cover of Jeff dressed as Superman, for example. He's not going to be a DC character or Invincible or whatever, he's not going to be something else. Probably not everyone that's an actual Godzilla, I wouldn't think. Although I guess it could be kind of generic enough to where it's like
Jeff versus Godzilla.
but anyway, I want some costumes. Just some fun little cutesy ones. And I think it's something that can be done kind of simple enough that they can be fairly cheap covers as well. That'll still be pretty awesome. But anyway, that's the concept. Still got that one open. Alrighty. Then we have the Riki Yagawa foil. Just pretty fun. We have the Todd Knock Iconic, which I don't love.
No. I do not harbor love in my heart for this, Jeff.
I'm kind of almost tempted not to get it. But, it's not the worst Jeff I've seen so far.
Yeah.
I don't like that he has, like, full thumbs.
Yeah.
He's not ball-shaped. He needs to be ball-shaped. This is like...
a mouth with legs.
Yeah.
We were talking about it, he is a street shark. A baby street shark.
Yeah, he's a street shark.
Oh, Margaret, check out this hologram.
That's fun. And then we got the Tokotokoro variant. This is
the interior?
This is the interior artist. So, I'll be curious to see what the interiors look like.
Good Jeff. His mouth goes back past his shoulder.
Look, and it's roughly football shaped, or I don't know. Not quite a circle, not quite a football, but rough football shape.
Yeah.
With just little attachments.
Shaped like a dumpling.
But I'll be curious to see their work on interior. Because like they always do like this like sticker design on all the covers I've ever seen them do. So I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't work super well in panels, but I don't know. We'll find out.
Really good.
Yeah. I like it. It's like it's like it was like an Avengers title or whatever, and then someone just put a Jeff sticker on the front of it. Color choices on the Todd are strange. She's got blue around the eyes, like Dazzler, and too light on color in other places. Let me go back to it. Yeah. Again, like, I mean, as of now, Gotohiru is the standard of Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, if you compare the two, I mean, they're just not at all like, because his Jeff is just a very simple, just like
little paws.
Yeah, they're little paws. He doesn't draw with the little toe beans. That's a Rivals edition, but it's one that I don't mind.
Yeah.
I think the toe beans are fine, but the full like hand with a thumb and a palm, like I'm like, okay, this is getting weird and not Jeff-like.
I think there's too much personality in the eyebrows. Jeff kind of needs to have a blank stare. Like, look at that one. No eyebrow at all.
Yeah, yeah. There's no eyebrows. Yeah, yeah, for sure. But
There's a little bit of one on that, but it's still kind of not there.
yeah, I don't know. I might
There's
not
I
get.
think there's too much eyebrow right there.
I might not get the knock
Don't
one.
get the knock. It's an ugly one. ugly Jeff.
That's all the Jeff ones though. So still got that up too. Too many things. Delete. All right, Jeff, my boy.
Jeff should have the facial expression of a soot sprite.
Okay, so we got we got the art germ. We got the Yagawa. Tokotokoro. Yeah, how do you spell it? Toki Tokoro. Okay. Oops. Wrong on that tab. And then we'll just say for right now, blank times 25. Okie dokie. Then we have Laura Kinney Wolverine issue 7.
Who dat?
I am behind on this run by quite a bit.
Who dat?
Happiness as an adamantium claw. Throw that in your home Hobby Lobby. Almost at Home Depot. No, I have no idea who that is. That's Laura Kinney.
Thanks.
Here's the A cover. Here's the B cover. I'm not really crazy about either one. I guess I'll just get the A cover.
Yeah. World to Come looks like it had some cool covers.
I can't
Although
remember.
I'm skipping ahead.
You sure are. Alright. Yeah, World to Come. This one, again, another thing that's maybe an event. I don't know. I don't know. It's got Joe Quesada on art, so that's kind of cool. That's the A cover. Big wraparound. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen the Malieve yet.
That one's dope.
Yeah, I love Malieve. This is not final, so there's something here, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a blank, which is boring trade dress. I don't care about the trade dress. Let's see if we can find a Marvel Knights The World to Come. Let's see if they got covers on here. They don't even have the Malieve cover. Nope. So there's a Panosian and a Mac, but we don't have images yet. Let's look if I just Panosian.
Yeah, great idea.
What? Oh.
I gave her the big axe.
Yeah. Mac. No. So those covers just aren't revealed yet. I will probably want
What was
both
that
of them.
shirtless Black Panther that was there? Is that interior or something?
Looks like it. It's not Panosian or Mac, I don't think.
There.
Anyway. So.
It does have a beautiful sway.
Yeah, here's a
Just
sway
another
cover.
banger of a sway.
Yeah, very solid. I mean, shaping up to... I mean, you can't go wrong with Panosian and Mac. Like, I mean...
Max, Sway, Malieve.
Their best covers are still very, very solid, so...
Blank.
Kind of wild. I mean, kind of wild that your worst cover might be the Quesada cover. You know what I mean?
Not even saying it's a bad cover.
No. Just saying it's hitting strong.
Yeah. It's up against some stiff competition.
Okay, so we definitely want the sway. Oops.
What was the other one?
Malieve. And I was gonna go ahead and put Panosian and Mac because pretty much get all their stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a Mac cover that I've been like, I don't want that. It's not a cool cover.
Alright, and then we got the Pride stuff, which we looked at before, and I think this one's even Lucas Wernick. See, this is a great artist. I don't know why when they do these Pride covers, they're just like, what's more important, making a good cover or fitting as many characters on the cover? And they always are just like, let's put a bunch of characters on there, but it doesn't like do anything. There's nothing visually interesting about this. This one is better design wise. I don't think it's drawn as well. Like I said, Wernick is very solid, but you know what it is? I finally figured it out. Their ears are really fucking long, I just noticed. And now I can't unsee that.
Man, we're really we're feeling the hurt from not having Jin Bartel this Pride.
We were looking at this cover yesterday or something, and I was just like, it's just something, I don't like it. And I was thinking it was more so the faces, which the faces are like a little... Actually, this one's really good. That's a pretty solid face. I don't know if it's just this is a weird hairline, that's throwing me off, or if it feels like her ear is 400 feet away from the rest of her face.
She was born with a condition, Marco. God.
Well, and it's kind of the same on her, though, too.
You're just jealous.
Or maybe it's because...
Your face isn't
maybe it's just because the ear sticks out so long, it makes it feel like it's just eons away from the rest of their face. But yeah, it is the fact that this artist just thinks that ears are, 6 inches long.
You're just jealous your face isn't in Black Cat's chest.
Well, that's true. But it's one of those things. Like, I hate to see a cover like this because it's almost a good cover. Like, it's almost a pretty solid cover. But there's just some weird things about it. And now I've noticed it's really just the ears. Anyway, continuing on, we have a Basalt Dua. Again, another pretty solid artist.
It's got my boy, Koi Boy. Look at him. There he is.
I don't like Loki's face at all.
They draw Loki's face like that so often. I don't understand why.
I hate it.
My girl, Angela.
I do like the Angela. I don't know.
And Valkyrie.
Pretty much anybody else. I mean, we got Black Cat, but everybody else is a bunch of no-names.
I've seen like 2 of their faces. I don't remember who they are.
Let's see. We have Vecchia. This is
I do want this
probably
Vecchio.
the best cover, I think.
Very fun. He's in an infinite time loop of getting punched.
Yes. Would this have been better if they just picked one person to punch him?
Maybe, but I also like the concept of everyone punching him. I also like Red Skull's face of, oh my god! That hurt my face.
Oh, and then this one, we don't like this one.
Oh yeah. There's so many little things.
I can't make it any bigger, so
yeah.
you have to bear with us. But
I don't like that the progress flag has been changed for no reason. It was already a somewhat busy flag, and they made it worse. There's
so we noticed
Black Cat and maybe Speed.
Maybe
Speed,
maybe Marvel Boy. And so, well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that sets it up. So this, I mean, ignoring Betsy Braddock, you have these 2 here in the front, big, and then you have these 2, medium size. Well, and then that one, I guess, just sticks out by herself. So, it's kind of like scaling down, though. So, biggest, next biggest, and then smaller back there. But then in between that, inexplicably, you have 2 tiny people, and they just look like little fairies. Little
forest sprites.
Yeah. And it's just strange. And
That's
then
right.
I feel like she could be here as a design point. But because they're here, now it just looks like we have a group of little fairies roaming about.
Causing mischief.
And again, I like Monanini. They do some pretty solid stuff, but design and like the drawings themselves are fine, but the design concept of this one is pretty flawed. And here's the thing: with these little characters, you could have just put them like back here. There's all this space. If you wanted to have them this size, you got space still. And you could have even scooted these down a little bit, because you would have had extra space where they are. So, I don't know. Weird cover.
Yeah.
And then you have Ricky Agawa, which actually, a pretty solid cover. I just
One
don't...
character on it.
I just don't really care
Dakin.
about Duck. And yeah, if it was, you know, Black Cat or something, somebody I cared about, it'd probably be a solid cover. And again, nothing super interesting, but, you know, sometimes it is the negative space that
Same
really...
pose, same artist, Hercules.
Maybe. But this negative space is an interesting shape. It has a good movement and flow of energy throughout it that also really kind of works well with the tattoo, I think. And even really just the flow of the body position. I think everything has good, interesting flows throughout this piece. But when you have a busy cover where your only objective is to fit, you know, as many characters as possible on here, then it's just like there's no flow. There's no, you know, your negative space is weird. It's just little bits and chunks that are left over rather than any movement. Anyway, did you want any of these? Oh, you don't have the Vecchio. That's right.
Where did Oreo go?
United. Never thing for this already. I might not have this one yet. So what is this called exactly? Marvel United. A Pride Special. Okay. You know, it's a big art rants today. Did it on Jeff and the Pride stuff. Maybe something else. Marvel Pride United. No. Whatever. Close enough. Oh, actually not that.
Why is your letters up there blurred?
It does that sometimes. I don't know why. Alright. Moving on. Got a second printing of Predator vs. Spiderman. Very good read. Got a Red Hulk 5. Here's the A cover. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Got the B cover from Danny Earls. It's definitely interesting. Kind of a weird one. Kind of strange. Then you got the John Boy Myers. I kind of wish this was a foil.
Yeah.
Especially if you went the extra mile. So obviously like the eye beams. But if you had all these yellow outlines as foil, I think that'd be pretty sick. I'm going to go with the John Boy Myers for
really
issue
good.
5. We got a Myers on 4 as well. I don't remember what that one looks like. I'll put Myes. Alright, then we got Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider, Brooks on the A cover. Amazing as always. This has had such an incredible run of A covers thanks to Mark Brooks and varied A covers. He's gone through he did his regular style, he did the classic style.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other style he did? Didn't he do one more?
The Disney.
Oh yeah, I did do the Disney for a little bit. We have a Bengal.
That one's fun.
It's good. I don't think I'll grab it though. I think it's very fine.
Oh no, Marco, it's begun.
Oh.
It's begun. This is the last of the fantastic variants, though. Unless they do Silver Surfer.
Well, I'm just getting an A. What number is that? 14.
Although, Silver Surfer might be cool.
just don't care about them. Alright, got Fear of the Jedi. I was talking about I like a bunch of ships and stuff, but these just kind of look like stickers.
They do.
They don't look like they're like in the same space. There's no depth. Got the
He's looking back at the camera like, I'm gonna die.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I got the Pride variant. That one's pretty fun.
Yeah. I got her wife on a different one, so I guess I'm getting this one too.
We got
They gotta be together.
The Putri variant.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like this one.
So the last three? I guess everything but the A?
You want that one?
I thought I was getting those, wasn't I?
Yeah, I guess we were. Fear of the Jedi. What number is this? 5. So, 5 Sprouse, 5. I forgot. Putri, and who did the Pride? Cola. Betsy Cola. Okay. And then we have Jedi Knights. Incredible Raza cover. I think this is gorgeous.
Fantastic. Yo, he's doing the Thor hand thing.
Yeah, kind of. Not as dramatic.
No.
Yeah, this is, I mean...
Let me point at you with my weird finger.
Gorgeous cover. I love that one a lot.
Django, check this out.
This is the 1 in 25 copy. Yeah, it's not that good. The Jurgens, which we don't ever really like. This is probably a slightly better one, but still.
He's ready to eat them all. I don't know who this is, but I like this cover.
Ganechu? Sounds like a Pikachu evolution. Chow? Maybe. I don't know. How do you pronounce that?
I don't know. Do I look... I don't know where that name comes from either.
I don't know.
Do I look like a linguist to you?
We got another Sprouse cover. We got the Torn Clark cover. I feel like the assortment of Jedi they've been picking felt very random to me. Okay, so
everything but the
Knights.
Oh, there we go. Hey, be calm. Don't stomp
So
on that
4A. Ganu Chiao. Ganu Chiao, I think. Sprouse and Clark. Alright, Storm.
That one's really good. I haven't been reading Storm, but she has like the powers of another goddess, an actual goddess now.
Calm down.
Oh, that one looks really cool.
That one, Malavia, is very good.
That one is really cool.
Calm your ass down.
She's just so excited to exist, Marco. Oh, stop eating my hand.
That's it. Just 2 covers for Storm this time.
They're both bangers.
I don't know. This one's
I
fine
could
to
live
me.
without the A. I'm getting a lot this time round. But I don't know if I can live without that other one.
9? Yeah.
Is that Maliva?
Malavia.
Malavia.
Alright, then we have Ultimate Wolverine, which is pretty quickly risen up to be one of my favorite titles. The artwork is incredible with Capuccio. Let's see, we have a Lionel U variant. This one's pretty cool. I like this one.
What was that? Hop up here. Come on.
We got a Sanford Green variant.
Come on. Come on.
I think I'll go with the Lionel U for number 6.
Up here. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can stand there. No, right here.
Okie dokie.
You trust me. Stand right here. Don't stumble on Waffle's head.
It's gonna be the one in 25.
He looks like he got a big head.
This one's gonna be a foil.
There he is shedding his big head.
For those of y'all that missed out on the first printing, they got a second printing coming out. Pretty solid cover. Oh, those have that. That one's also getting a second printing. X-Men 17. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming. So there's the A cover.
Who's that to the left? That's Psylocke.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
We gotta bring on the bad guys cover.
That's a pretty good one. I like that one a lot.
They're like possessing Juggernaut or something. I don't know what's going on there.
I mean, yeah, that's what Loki does.
Yeah, but
How do you stop the Juggernaut?
Yeah.
I mean, Loki's strong, but he's not that strong.
We got a Sandoval cover. Schwarzschild, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger's child right there.
Galaga.
Galatea. And they're doing Phineas and Ferb covers. So if you care about that, there it is.
It's not just that. It's Phineas and Ferb homage covers as well.
Do they all say homage?
I mean, that is.
I mean,
homage.
I know this one is an homage. I don't know if the others will be homages
fair enough.
as well.
I guess they don't have to be homages to the other ones. Hey, Waffles, cut that out.
This is the Pride variant. Yeah. Then we got the Puppeteer Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very solid magic cover.
Waffles. Come here.
And that's it.
Come here.
So, what do you want? The Keifu and the Lee?
Is the Keifu the one with Loki?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? Waffles, what the fuck are you doing?
Lee 17 Keifu. Okie dokie, and that's it for Marvel. On to Dynamite, which you may or may not have anything. Captain Planet. Look at this, we got sexy Captain Planet.
Marco, he's always been sexy Captain Planet.
I mean, he is always 90% naked. He fits in with the Dynamite books, actually.
Yeah.
Quite well. James Bond, you do not fit in.
No, too much clothes.
Same with you, Johnny Quest.
But that's okay.
Same with you, Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, that one's so much fun.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. So that's the A cover.
Oh, but a Jay Lee. Ugh.
Jay
If it was
Lee.
by any other artist, that would probably look good.
Even his aliens look weird. I assume that is funny. I don't know. Does that make sense to you?
That makes sense to me.
I don't know anything about Phineas and Ferb, so.
It was after his time.
I know. Barry the Platypus.
That was honestly pretty good.
That's all I know.
For someone who's like probably seen like a handful of episodes, Marco.
I mean, I've seen the meme. You know, I mean, you can't not have seen the meme, but I like the newer one now a raccoon, and then you give it a gun, Rocket Raccoon.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that?
No.
It's pretty funny. I've seen a couple different versions of it. Yeah. This is pretty solid. I like
Yeah.
this. I like this big alien face down here.
Hey, she's wearing the little metal thing that I didn't put on her.
Metal thing.
Yeah, right here.
This. Yeah. Oh, okay. So definitely with the Lindsay. Ugh.
Yeah.
What number is this? 3.
Linsner in the land. And I'll get more little cards.
You haven't read this one yet.
No.
Oh, we already have this down.
Oh. Oh.
Damn you, Dynamite.
Dynamite. Dynamite. Oh, I kind of almost want that one. It's a very goofy cover.
Yeah.
Look what I drew. It really does look like something he would pull up in the middle of an interview.
Yeah. It's very goofy.
Am I at $4.99? Yeah, sure, I'll get that one. Oliver, wasn't there another cover by Oliver we just looked at that was pretty good?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, he's a good artist, but
Yeah.
I don't remember if we saw one or not. 2 Oliver.
I like that Mark Spears is kind of everywhere now. You know?
Oh yeah, he blew up. 2 Oliver. She's always telling her brothers for the things they're doing in the episode, and then it goes away, and the mom thinks she's crazy. He's running. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know nothing about it.
Because there's more Mark Spears doing the Space Ghost.
Oh yeah.
Middleton. Oh, that's a $100 metal. Never mind.
Is there a regular one?
Oh, there is a regular one. It's really nice.
Yeah,
It's just I
it's
don't really
fine.
care that much.
I got some Vampirella.
That one's fun.
Yeah, I like that one. The hands are really cool.
Mm-hmm. The
Oh,
Impossible.
Shannon Meyer. Wow.
Oh.
I haven't seen her do a regular, non-exclusive cover in forever, it feels like. We got Chad Zaldis, always doing a Vampire cover. Pretty solid one.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's on this big, icky spider web, but,
She's gross.
She's
She's constantly bathing in blood.
Yeah. If you had to lay in a pile of blood or a pile of spider webs, though, and they're thick like this,
Depends. Do I know for sure there's a spider or not?
you don't know.
I don't know. It might be the blood. If I knew there wasn't a spider, I'd lay in the spider webs. You know? It'd be really annoying to get, off of me.
Landon Meyer.
That a little water couldn't do.
Is that how you spell the name? Doesn't look right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. You got some Zootopia. Alright. Now the everything else pile.
Conan the Barbarian. A wolf cover. Is that the wolf that we think it is?
Yeah. It's alright.
Yeah. Which Lee is that?
Mindy. Not one that we know. I was trying to look at this.
I've seen their art before, but I don't think I've ever gotten any Mindy. goddamn tragedy.
New Oni Press book.
It's an upside down cross.
What?
Dun dun dun.
Hey, this is I want to make sure he's been writing it the whole way, but that was. Did not have. Yeah, he's been who's writing Ultimate Wolverine.
Oh, maybe worth a check out then.
Yeah. And well, especially there's a Lotte variant.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. We got a Phillips. Cha.
That one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Big saber-toothed skull.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then we got one more. Dominguez.
That one's also really cool.
I don't want to go with the
Yeah,
Lotte.
oh my god, they're $6.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the Lotte.
I want to make a new list for this one. Tragedy. Tragedy. Okay. One Lotte. Yeah, hopefully that's cool. That's the thing, though. Like, if you find a writer you really like, on a Marvel or DC book or whatever, odds are when they get to do like an indie book, it's probably
Yo,
even
is that
better.
Gundam?
Yeah. It's $20.
I'm not spending $20 on Gundam.
Big book. Hell of Darkness. Mercado on the A covers.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, I like that one. Frizen. Been on this one as well. That's a weird one.
Yeah.
And
As long as
Dolfo. I don't think she's done one yet. As long as they're happy, huh?
Yeah, as long as they're happy.
Jay Lee. What's up, Vogs?
He draws hair so weird.
Yeah.
I think that might be my biggest issue with him. You know how I am with hair. If the hair.
I'm gonna go with the
is
Mercado.
good, then it's probably a good.
I like that one a
Mercado's a
lot.
great one.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Ondolfo is pretty good too.
I do like the Andolfo. I'm not getting
They're
that.
$5.99 books.
They're $5.99 and they've been terrible mostly. They've just had banger covers. What number is this? 11. Okay. What else do we have?
Mega Man blank cover.
Mega Man X Timelines.
Ready? Look at this.
No, I don't think. Any Mega Man fans out there? There's a new Mega Man book coming out.
Alright, that one looks pretty sick.
This one?
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't care that much.
Yeah, I don't care that much about Mega Man, but that cover looks
I
sick.
think they're all fine covers. Pretty cool. I like the A cover quite a bit. Yeah, I think there's a free comic book day one.
Maybe that's where I'm thinking
Yeah.
I see Mega Man.
So this is the first issue, yeah.
They got She.
Yeah, this is number 2.
wrap around them look pretty pretty.
Again, same problem. This part of the head's too big. Other than that, it's pretty nice, but
that $30 one looks really nice.
Is that a name or?
Stanley Tucci.
Oh no, because that's definitely edition. It's a pearl edition. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a pearl edition
It's
could
made
be.
of pearls.
Oh, only $30. That's pretty good.
Well, the pearls lost a lot of value when being smashed down to make a comic book.
Still feel like that's good value. We got a new Umbrella Academy book, Plan B. If anyone cares about that, looks like they have 500 covers, so.
Makes sense. It was very popular.
I've never read. Oh, they got a Lotte. I've never read Umbrella Academy or watched the show, so.
Is it Gerard Way?
Yeah. Yeah, he's done all of them, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And we are done for the week. Unless you want some AC/DC jigsaw puzzles.
I was hoping it was like AC/DC Monopoly. Would you buy AC/DC Monopoly? What is that? Those cards?
Yeah, they're sleeves.
Oh, they're sleeves? That's fun.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
I don't really have cards, but I kind of want them. Oh, that one's pretty sick, too. That's for the new game Dark Ages.
They got deck boxes.
They have a playmat?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. That's fun.
Oh, if they have a BFG or a...
That's pretty cool.
Cacodemon...
If
they have a Cacodemon or...
I mean, that goes pretty hard.
That does go pretty hard. Or the BFG as a playmat. I think I'd have to get... That's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I have that one ordered from Shay. Possibly. That's the thing.
What are the differences?
I think... Size?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, they're like $9 cheaper.
Giant Uno card game. Just a big... just $20. You're getting Uno. We promise it's giant. It's all the promises you get.
Oh, they're doing Magic Final Fantasy now?
That should be popular.
Probably, yeah. Final Fantasy people are pretty crazy.
More Uno.
Let's see. We got...
Oh, Braille Uno. That's fun.
Interesting. Junior. That's kind of cute. Minimalista? What does that mean?
They're minimalist.
But I want to see it.
Like, honestly,
I don't like them. I don't like them at all.
Uno
Splash.
Splash. There's plastic. They're waterproof.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
I have a deck of playing cards like this somewhere.
And then Yu-Gi-Oh! And we got some albums. And then that's it. We're done. Finn. Alright. Well, that's it, everybody. I did put out a video the other day, if y'all care about that. It was a Marvel Snap video yesterday, right? Yeah. And I think I'm going to put out I don't know if I want to record them as shorts or record like a bigger video. I haven't. I just see a lot of people talking about. They've been talking about it for a while now. In Marvel Rivals, all they're over sexualizing all these Marvel characters, and I've seen some people be like, "Oh yeah, but you know it's from the comics," but I just keep seeing, and I even see people saying like, "Oh, they took." I saw someone say they took magic and made her sexier for the game. I'm like, she has a boob window in the comics. She doesn't have that in the game. And so I don't know. I think I'm going to just pull up some art and be like, look, this is what they look like in the comics. Did y'all see those Emma Frost covers earlier? She is wearing a thong and a corset and a cape. Man. And boots.
Sometimes it's barely a corset.
Yeah, and that is not the skimpiest she's ever been by a long shot. Start watching these. Packs and Snap kind of go back on the marketing of not buying cards.
Like, honestly surprised there hasn't just been an Emma outfit that just has pasties.
There might be one. I mean, you can still buy cards. They still have expensive packs and stuff, or like not bundles, I should say. Packs are a thing now, so they have bundles you can purchase with cards and whatever. But I do feel like this. It's one of those things we'll have to wait and see the long-lasting effects, because everyone's sort of, well, I don't want to say everyone, because some people are really bad with management. So there's some people out there I'd see all the time. They're like, oh, I only had one key this week to roll. I'm like, you only have one spotlight key? And I think some people are just really bad at gambling. And they don't understand odds, and they if they even really want the card, they just like, oh, I gotta try to get it, you know? And so they waste their resources. And obviously if you don't play that much, which I don't play that much anymore either, but that being said, I mean, I play a decent amount, you know? I try to hop on, and right now probably play every other day or something, at least a few games. I mean, it's not a lot, but I do, my point being though, I think free to play will be much more accessible, I think, but I don't want to definitively say that until we get to see moving forward. But like I said, I mean, I just got 60,000 collector's tokens, which also sounds a lot more than what it is. 60,000 sounds like, oh my god, I can buy every card ever. But realistically, if I'm buying Series 5 cards, that's 10 cards. You know, and when you break it down like that, it's like, okay, well, that's not that many. It's a good amount. I'm very happy about that. But it's not like, oh my god, I'm a millionaire, you know? Like, it's a very good amount. But I'm pretty particular on which cards I pick up lately. So, I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. For me, one of the bigger bummers of this change is the spotlight variants are gone, but I don't know, I feel like lately they haven't been that good anyway, so yeah. But yeah, I hope that you don't have to spend as much money on this game moving forward. That being said, I kind of made the video because I think this will incentivize people to waste their resources even worse. Because like I said, people were already bad with, they'd be like, oh, I only had one spotlight key, better roll it. It's like, for a card I probably don't even really want, you know? And it's just like, why? What do you save your stuff and you'll have resources later. But now people love opening packs. Opening packs is crack. It really is.
It's gambling.
I know people, you know, there's people that open Pokemon packs. They don't want anything. They just need to open the packs.
This is a call out to Terrence.
No, I mean it's just how people are. And don't get me wrong, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I love opening packs. It's an awesome feeling. It feels terrible when you get a whole box of nothing. I'll tell you that though. But it is fun. I understand. I get it. But I don't think snap packs make sense. Because what's going to happen is you're going to find that person that is really looking for one card, and they're going to open up 10 packs to get it. And they saved 1,000 per pack or whatever, but it's like you had to spend so much, and you got 9 cards you don't want. You could have spent 6,000 versus 50,000. That's insanity. So I do think people are probably going to waste their resources a lot worse, and I think that's the idea with this system, to be honest. You know, I think it's like, oh, people will buy these packs, especially again when you get, if you're like me and you got 60,000 tokens, you're gonna feel on top of the world. If you don't stop and think about it and tell yourself that's only 10 cards, then you're gonna, I can buy some packs, why not, for the hell of it, let's just do it. And you might, I might be somewhat hypocritic because I was like, oh, for the hell of it, I'm going to buy this ultimate variant. But I've honestly had that pinned in my shop for several months. I think since last year. It's one I've wanted. I just didn't have the resources for it, and now I do. So I, you know, and some people were like, oh, ultimate variants are a waste of resources. In a way, it is, but I wanted it, so. And I know I don't want those other cards, so I'm fine with it. I might make an update on it later. We'll see. People probably will get upset later. I kind of predict that. Even though I think this is a much better system if you're smart. But I don't think people will be. So I tried to make a video that was, you know, a little bit of a clickbaity thumbnail, get interest in. And then, you know, precautionary little warning video was the idea of it. But we shall see what happens with that. But yeah, I don't know. I might start doing some more videos here lately. I was kind of like just out of it for a while. I just didn't feel like making videos. But I might start doing some again. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll have time to. Like I said, I don't know if I want to do shorts, and that way I can kind of split it up and be like, here's magic from Rivals, here's magic from comics, Emma from, you know, a different video Emma, and a different video whoever, you know, but, or if I just kind of throw them all in one video, call it a day, but we'll see. I'll think about it tomorrow, and I have to do a little bit of research and as far as collecting images and stuff to throw in the video. But that's going to be it for today. I don't know. We'll see. I've also had some other ideas. So, like, I was thinking about maybe doing, like, some shorts on, like, when a new Hot Toy's announced. And kind of talking about it. I don't know if anybody would care. But, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Have a good one. Have a good free comic book day this Saturday. Support your local comic shops. Get some good sales. We have one shop here that doesn't do sales anymore on free comic book day. It was kind of weird,
Wild.
But you know, whatever. Support your local comic shops. This is the biggest day of the year for them, and comic shops all across the country are hurting right now. You know, this is a hard time for everybody, but it's historically always a hard time for comic shops, so it's a little bit of an extra hard time right now. So, you know, support the people you don't want to see go away in your community. Y'all have a good night. Watch Andor.
Watch Andor.
Watch Last of Us.
Watch Last of Us.
Thunderbolts this weekend.
Watch Thunderbolts.
You still have a little bit of time to watch Revenge of the Sith if you haven't seen that in theaters.
Revenge of the Sith. Watch Sinners.
Oh, Sinners is great. It's a good time for media. A good time for media. Lots of cool stuff. All right, y'all have a good night. We'll see you later.